Hi, and welcome to Chat on That podcast, episode 53. And today we have, if you ever work in the MMC, you probably see her around, helping out other people in the MMC. And she's very, very talented as well.
Oh,
yes,
thank you.
probably know.
Thank you very much.
Yes, music background. Please welcome Kathryn. Woo! Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Good to be here.
I know it's a bit late in the day.
Oh, well, they don't need to know that. It was like bright and early.
Yes, it's like 5:30, so I apologise. It's
past my bedtime.
You passed. Yes, so
late.
I'm not charging. I'm not paying you off time.
No, he's paying me.
Okay. But yeah, thank you. You're on my list. I was like, I have to get Kathryn on. I have to get the three MMC people on. You, Cullum, and Calum. And you're the last on the three.
Best or last, what can I say?
Best or last. Oh,
No,
dear. You're
no
going to get
hate.
letters and emails. So I asked this question to everyone. Do we know where we met? Do you remember the first time we met?
I mean, it's likely to be the MMC. Let's face
Boring
it.
answer.
Probably, yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Is that it? We don't remember. Did we ever meet at a party? I think Christmas party or something.
Well, I would have seen you at the School of Medium Film.
I get your name wrong. I do a Christmas list, and he said, "You got my name wrong." I was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to."
Oh, but to be fair, most people get my name wrong, so I'll let you off.
Yes,
I'll
I've got it. I got it now.
Then.
I've learned my
Yeah.
lesson.
I'll have to start spelling your name wrong with one T.
Oh God, I hate that. I hate it. I hate that.
You know the pain then. Yeah.
Don't forget, I'm the customer. I can sue you. I can say Kathryn was terrible.
Wow.
So let's talk a bit about you.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get to come here, and where are you from, by the way? Where are you from?
Space.
Space.
No. Okay. So as in where do I live?
Well, where are you from? Are you from
where
Wales or Ireland or?
No, I am quite local. So I'm from a place called Romsey, a town called Romsey, and that is literally about 25 minutes away from here.
Oh,
so,
that's a bit boring.
Well, what can I say?
Oh.
I mean, we've got a beautiful abbey there, Romsey Abbey. Big
Thing.
Big up.
Big up.
You gotta cut that out. Yeah, no, Romsey's nice, but yeah. So I'm from Romsey, but then I studied here. So I started studying in 2018. I did music production and performance, and then I started working here after that. But I've been doing different stuff, film work, audio stuff, during uni, after uni, and now.
Yeah. So what made you? So you did music here?
Yeah.
I didn't know you did that. Or like early on, I didn't know. I found out, but I didn't know you did film.
Obviously weren't listening.
No, I mean, I was doing research properly.
No, a lot of people think I did.
So
film.
what did you do? How did you get into music then? How did you get into music?
How did I get into it? So I started playing piano when I was 6. So I'm classically trained pianist. Then I started playing sax when I was 11, alto sax player. So I love jazz as well. And I'm a singer too. So that's quite an interesting path because my main thing now is music, really doing my own music, writing it. But I refused to sing for most of my growing up sort of life. Yeah. Up until when I was about 13. And then I would secretly sing at home when nobody was in. And I did that up until college, secretly singing, and I would record myself. And I thought, oh, actually, that sounds all right. And I loved it. And then at college, I started recording myself because I did music tech A-level. And went from there, really.
Oh,
but I've been writing music, as long as I can remember. I started using Logic when I was 10.
Oh, Logic, yeah. Is that the one with their blue headphones and the yellow thing in between, that logo, the application? Is that Logic?
I don't think it is.
Audacity?
I think you're thinking of, Audacity. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, no, Logic it's got it's like the record.
Oh.
The record with the silver record on it, and it's like a plaque.
Yeah. So you're music obsessed
Yeah.
from a young age?
Yes, yeah.
So what kind of stuff would you listen to? What's your favourite bands?
Oh my God. I could
dear.
be here
List
for
them off.
days. Okay, so, well, it literally, I know everybody says, "Oh, I listen to everything," but genuinely, I do listen to a lot. It depends what mood I'm in.
Really?
I'm a big 80s nut.
Yeah.
Like massive, like genuinely, I think I could go on. Have you seen the Hit List, the TV program?
Yes, my mum loves that show.
I
yeah.
think I could be on it. I'm
Really?
like genuinely, if it was all 80s, I'd probably do good on that. But yeah, yeah, I guess it depends on the genre. What genre are we talking?
Well, you just like 80s, or do you like every music?
Well, yeah, most stuff. I'm not that big on like the heaviest of metal, but then even some heavier stuff I like.
Do you have you what was your? That's a good question. What was your most Spotify music person?
Oh God,
artist?
I'd have to look. I need to.
Do you not remember?
No, I don't remember.
Who do you think it
No,
would
I
have
do
been?
know. I do know who it is. Yes, of course, I know who it is because it's been the same person for years on end, which is Michael Jackson. But
Wow.
right, okay, so I'm sort of known for knowing everything about MJ.
Yeah, it's quite. The thing is, you have to separate the artist from the artist, and he is a good artist. He is.
But also I'm fascinated by his life. I think he's had a really interesting life.
Yes,
So
you can say that again.
yeah.
As a Michael Jackson fan growing up, were you very like?
Well, I wasn't really one growing up.
Were you not?
No, it was more. I think I got to like about 14, and then I got really into just his music, and then reading about his life and everything. And
Are you disappointed in the documentary? And
which one? Which one? There's
all
been
that
multiple.
loads. It's kind of sad because he's such a talented guy, but it's it's his fault really. But
Well,
is that the thing? You got to separate the art from the art.
Controversial, but yeah. Anyway, but he was my top Spotify, but I actually disagree with that because do you remember there was quite an issue with people complaining that their Spotify Wrapped wasn't accurate this year?
What are
Because
you saying?
they
Yours wasn't
think-
accurate.
No, but a lot of people said that. I was reading about it. People were saying that AI did it this year, and it got it wrong. Because I know that Michael Jackson wouldn't have been my top this year.
What do you think you would have been?
Not Michael Jackson.
Right.
I don't know. Something else. Yeah. It was a mix this year. I remember last year, I think soft rock was my most listened genre.
Soft rock.
Yeah.
What's soft rock?
Soft rock was probably a lot of 70s. So like the Eagles, a lot of yacht rock as well. Do you know what yacht rock
No.
is? So yacht rock, you need to research yacht rock.
I should
So
have done that.
It's stuff like, like the Eagles, Steely Dan.
Oh yes, yeah, I know him.
But that kind of genre of easygoing rock that you'd hear on a boat.
Would Genesis be one?
No, Genesis is a bit too heavier. It's got to be like you can imagine yourself on a boat and you're just
What
enjoying
about-
the sunshine. And George Benson is another yacht rock artist.
Yacht rock. So it's music that you think you're on a yacht.
The genre is literally yacht rock. I'm not even joking.
What about Take on Me by a-ha? Is that yacht rock?
No, it's not yacht rock. It wouldn't be classed as yacht.
What about the sailor song?
No, it doesn't have to be about boats.
Oh,
It's just that what you would enjoy listening to on a boat.
right.
So imagine you're just enjoying your life.
Yacht
on a
rock.
yacht.
What's the other one? Plain rock? Car rock?
yeah, car rock. There might be, but yeah, yacht rock is good.
What's soft rock?
Soft rock,
Yeah.
probably stuff like Fleetwood Mac, a lot of Fleetwood Mac kind of stuff. Yeah, it's in the name, softer rock, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, there's some crossover between soft rock and yacht rock.
Okay. But what? I think we had a conversation about Michael Jackson ages ago, but you said something interesting like you like his beat and his rhythm and stuff. What's your fascination with his music?
Oh, I just think he was brilliant, just as a performer as well. I always say if I
Yeah.
could go back in time to see something, I would pick the 1988 Bad Tour at Wembley Stadium to go and see
Yeah.
Michael Jackson then. I think that would be a really good show to see live. Yeah.
But he's a good songwriter. I mean, You're Not Alone, I think is brilliant. I also
You
think,
are not
yeah.
alone.
Oh, there you go. Got some. I think what's the other one?
Ironically, I'm not that keen on that one.
You're not. What's your favorite
No.
one?
Oh, again, it depends. Depends on the mood.
What's the song? make a world a better place. That was called make it a better place.
We are the world.
We are the world.
We are the world.
No,
we are the.
that's not that one.
It is.
No.
No, it is.
For you and for me and the entire human race, we're people dying. That's not. No, we are. No, the other was we are the world.
Oh,
we
hang on. Maybe I'm getting on.
Yeah.
Make a better place for you and for me. There are people dying. If you care
Don't
enough
worry.
for the
We'll move on. Eddie, do you have a favourite song of his?
Again, depends really. We're very hyper focused on MJ, but yeah, depends on the mood. Can't go wrong with Rock With You though. That's a good one.
Huh?
Rock With You.
Is that
I wanna rock with you.
Oh yeah. There's a lot
Everyone
of good
loves
songs. Are you excited for the new film that's coming out called Jackson?
I didn't even know there was.
Yeah,
wow.
his nephew's playing him.
Oh yeah. I read about that. Yeah, I'll definitely go and see that. Yeah.
Be first in line.
Yeah, I'll be in the whole planet. I will be there. The first cinema that shows it, I will be there, straight on a plane.
Yeah, what's if it's in New Zealand or something?
Yeah, maybe.
So go back in time when you started Winchester.
Yeah.
What were the kind of modules? Because I do film, and we have a lot of people on film on the show, but I don't understand what you do in music. Is it music? Was it music? What?
So I did music production and performance.
Is that the same as Izzy Cross and Ben Titmus?
No. So there's 2 degrees here, 2 music pathways. So my one is the performance side, but then there's also sound and production, where again on both of those degrees, a lot of the modules are the same. So it would be doing the same modules together with the other degree, but
so
then
what's the difference?
You split off. So then there are some modules, performance ones in my case, where I would do those, and then the sound production students, they have, or they at least used to have a game design, like soundtrack for game, stuff like that. Yeah, read about it if you're interested.
No. So what are the modules that you would have? What are the stand-up modules of your time as a student?
Oh, I can tell you ones I really enjoyed. So we had an emulation one.
What's emulation?
So emulation, that's still one that they do now. So you get to pick a song and you emulate the production of that as accurately as possible to the original song. So I did Running Up That Hill, Kate Bush, but I did that before it became really popular. So I'm just saying.
When it came, right.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a really good one. I went as far as contacting Kate Bush's engineer, Del Palmer, for that, and bass player and longtime partner. Wow. And he replied to me via email when I asked him about it. I said what I'm doing. I said, I think this was a second year module? Oh, yeah, I think it was second year. And I just sent him an email saying, this is what I'm doing. Do you remember by chance what gear you used, what mics, what setups you used, what outboard? Yeah, and within half an hour I got a reply saying that he's happy to meet me and discuss it.
The partner?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They were together in her heyday for like 20 odd years. And also if you watch Top of the Pops reruns of like old Kate Bush stuff, he's always there on bass, just saying.
Wow. Is he still friends with Kate Bush?
Sadly, he passed away. I think it was last year.
Really?
Yeah, it was really sad to hear. But what happened in the end is instead of me going to meet him, I told Niall, former program leader, about it, and we managed to bring him here to the uni as a guest lecturer, and I got to grill him with my questions about gear from about 30, 40 years ago. But gear? Yeah, music gear, like what equipment he used on Running Up That Hill.
You knew everything about the stuff he used for that song.
Yeah, well, I mean, as much info as I could get. So I was really particular, like which. So he used a U87 on the amp which was actually, I was quite shocked. It was quite simple setup for the most part. In terms of like recording guitars and stuff, it was quite.
Does he remember? Does he remember?
Yeah, he did, and because he played bass as well, there was a lot of intricacies in the bass line that you wouldn't hear at first. I recommend everyone to like really listen to that song. But yeah, I play bass a bit as well, so I was like relearning this bass part. He sent me some stems as well of he'd like separated out some of the original track, so I could hear more precisely what he'd done. But they did some really cool things with the reverb tail, which is the beginning of that song.
It goes
when it goes,
down.
but before that bit, it goes like, it's like a
like
a vacuum cleaner type sound.
Yeah.
So what that is a reverb tail of a sound. So what they just that do that sound.
Yeah.
They played the chord right, and then put a massive reverb on it, and looped the tail of that reverb. So it just went on, and they looped it round, looped it, and made it become that.
Wow.
So yeah, so I recreated that, doing that technique.
What about the do-do-dos? Do-do-do.
Yeah, so I made that sample. It's a string sample, is what they used. On the Yamaha DX7, I think it was. I'm pretty sure. And I emulated that again as best as I could to the original, and then put it in a sampler. So then each note, the higher up you go, the shorter the note is, the lower you play, the longer the note is. So that's what you can hear in the track and what I try to do. You can check it out on my YouTube, Pure Kate.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that later.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was one of the best modules, and I really went to town on obviously the research part of that and getting Dell down.
And was he grateful about it?
Oh, he loved it because he'd never done anything like that in terms of standing there teaching almost. And I remember he said he'd given Kate Bush a call the night before to say what he was doing.
Oh my God! What did she say?
Apparently, she said, "Good luck with that. They'll know more than you."
Wow!
So,
oh my God!
Yeah. I did ask him. I said, because I did good. I'm going to toot my own horn. I did really good with that one.
I was going to say.
And I said to him like, "Oh, have you shown it to Kate?" And apparently she refuses to listen to covers of that song.
Really?
She refuses to do it. So I don't know if she's heard it or not, but apparently she doesn't listen to any covers of.
Was your interview with him recorded?
No, so it was a guest lecture. So
was that recorded?
No, it wasn't. All I've got is my extensive handwritten notes after I was up grilling him like, "Oh, so where did you place that mic? What did you
do
run
it like
the vocal
this.
through?"
He didn't do it like recorded like this.
It was in a room in it was in St. Alphege building, one of the big rooms there, because there was a lot of people obviously that wanted to attend it, and we're all sat on different tables. Yeah, I mean we're going back quite a few years now. That was 2019. It would have been.
Wow! Oh my God!
Well, it's not that long ago.
Oh yeah, it's
Don't
long
make me
ago.
feel old.
Sorry. That's a quite interesting story. So, is there
Yeah.
any other people that you have interviewed that are interesting or talk to really?
Okay, you won't believe me, but Nile Rodgers is a fan of me.
Nile Rodgers
From Chic.
Oh
my
right.
God, Matt Kirby, you need
Sorry,
to get with
I'm not
your
very good
70s
with-
and 80s.
Sorry,
Oh.
my mum would probably know everything you're talking about.
Yeah. So, do you remember when Threads began, the social media Threads?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think how this came about. I don't use it really, but I remember when
I haven't used
everybody
it.
gravitated to it and went on there. Nile Rodgers was really active on it, and he put some post out saying, "I want to hear some new stuff," and I put a link to one of my songs on there, City Game, and he replied back to me. What did he say? I think he said, I dig this vibe, love your voice. And then, because I thought, he probably hasn't actually listened to it, but it's cool he's written that. But then on my actual YouTube channel, he's left a heart on the YouTube. So I pinned it at the top in the comments. He's left a heart, like the official Nile Rodgers YouTube. Yeah, so Nile Rodgers is a fan, so you should be too.
That's pretty cool.
It is quite cool.
Any other cool stories like that you've met? Or any musicians that you've met?
Not that I can think of the top of my head. I've had some interactions with some cool engineers and producers who've done
any
some,
cool producers, engineers you've met?
Bring Me the Horizons engineer.
Wow.
I know quite well. So yeah, I've met him a few times and talk to him. There's just different people really, but I'm in this sphere of it's actually quite a small sphere when you move into it. It's a bit like film, I guess. Everyone knows each other.
Is music kind of the same? Because film and music seem to be the same but different industry-wise. Because there's networking in film. Is there like networking within music?
Yeah,
and stuff?
yeah. So I took a year out when I was at uni, when the pandemic hit. So I was in my second year, when the world shut down. But I decided I don't want to do a practical course where I should really be in the recording studios when I can't access it. So I took the year out. And that is really where I really went to town with everything. So I just spent that year networking, like virtually, obviously, in different forums and groups. And I really built up quite a good network of people. And I had I was doing film edit, freelance stuff, and for a few companies that I have worked for in the past. So I had quite a lot going on during that year, thankfully. So I spent it basically on rotation on my instruments for fun, and then doing film work and talking to people, different engineers.
Wow.
So it actually wasn't, it was awful. Obviously, you couldn't really go out of the house much, but in terms of really getting me going and more into the industry, it was actually quite good for me personally.
So you told me yesterday you did a lot of things within your gap year. What kind of stuff?
My gap year.
Yeah, gap year, is that what you call it? Working.
My interim.
Year.
Well, I just took a year out. Yeah.
You said you did something about NHS filmmaking.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Okay, so again, it came just through film work that I've done. So film editing is my main thing, really. Yeah, a lot of corporate stuff is what I've done, and maritime. So I've done stuff for National Museum of the Royal Navy. Yeah, quite a lot of films on different ships.
Wow.
Restoration projects like HMS Victory. I've been filming on that for years. It's still ongoing. But that came about from when I left school, actually. Yeah.
HMS
Victory.
Oh, right.
In Portsmouth.
Oh, yeah.
It's
a
very like Lord Nelson's ship.
Oh, yeah. I think I've been on that.
Yeah, you probably have. It's like a very
as
famous.
a child.
Maybe you probably have.
So, are you still going on? You're still filming?
The project's still ongoing. Yeah, I can't remember
long?
how many years in we are now. Probably like 8 years in.
You've been making a film for 8 years.
No, so it's multiple films following the restoration of the film.
Oh, right.
Of the ship even. Yeah.
Wow, it's going for 8 years.
So just stuff like that, and there's a museum in Gosport, the National Museum of Naval Ordnance, the Explosion Museum. So this film I had free reign on the edit, and I did the voiceover and script edit, and it was all about landing crafts from World War II and motor torpedo boats as well. World War One and World War II stuff. It was really good. We had interviews from people that were on them, so veterans and everything, because there was a big thing of moving the ships down to Gosport because they were not there. Yeah, it was fantastic. So it was for this brand new museum, and we did the video for it.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Veterans.
Yeah, and I think they put it on in Portsmouth. They had like a big screen at one point, and they just had that playing for the general public, like out and about. So it's great. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sadly, I don't think they had the sound on though, so they couldn't. It was just subtitle. It was really annoying because I thought, damn, I want everyone to hear my voiceover. I worked so hard on that.
So you mentioned talk about the NHS filmmaking.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get onto that. So gosh.
Diverge.
Yeah, well that sort of spun off from, again, networking through doing stuff in the Maritime Film Company, and then meeting other people, and then getting some freelance work from that. That was editing mainly, but also I did some voiceover stuff for that.
Voiceover stuff? What, narration?
Yeah, so doing voiceovers for different videos, for different NHS hospitals around the country in different departments and things. I did some 2D animation stuff as well for that. So yeah, it was very, very much corporate though, like corporate animation. Yeah, but it was still good because I hadn't done, at that point, I hadn't done anything really big in After Effects, so that was my first delve into it. nearly had a breakdown doing that project though when my computer decided it couldn't render anything.
After Effects.
Yeah.
All right.
Adobe
yeah.
After
Oh
Effects.
yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah. So that was a panic. I actually had it got so it was in the middle of the night, I remember, because the deadline was the next morning, and my laptop wasn't having it, and it kept crashing every time I tried to render it out. In the end, I actually had to render out the whole film in like 5 sections and then edit it together after. But yeah, it was a stressful night. But we got it done. Got it done.
So wait, so why are we working on After Effects if you're a music student? If you're a sound and music production?
Because I do film work too.
Yeah, so let's talk about that then. So if you were brought up and like grown up with music, how did the film thing? Because you seem like a person of many talents.
Thank you.
How did the film thing get into?
So like I said earlier, really, it came from after school. After I finished secondary school, a great guy called Rob came in to do a talk for our leavers. I think it was our leavers assembly thing. I don't know if you had that when you're in school, where you come back in September.
Yeah.
And we had the guest speaker was awarding everybody their awards for finishing school. Was from this company, Maritime Films UK, and owned it. And I literally just went up to him and said, because I love film production too, obviously, hence why I'm here in this job too. And I said, I really want to do more. And Rob has a background in television, so BBC producer and stuff like that. But yeah, obviously the maritime stuff is his thing now. And I'm very grateful to Rob because he saw a lot of potential in me, and then that is a working relationship that I still have now.
Wow. The Rob you met at school, sorry.
Yeah, the man that came in, he did the talk. He was the special guest to award everybody there. And
you're still talking to him?
I still work with him.
Really? On the projects?
All the maritime stuff I told you about.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
has he taught you through cameras and stuff?
That's how I got a lot of experience with, my first experience really with camera operation was then. So when I started college, really, I was doing, so all through college, that's when I was doing different things outside of that.
So why didn't you choose film production here then?
Well, when I was going to uni, I applied for different courses. So I had to, I remember it was really difficult. I had to make my personal statement. This is really going back, work for both film and music production, because I wasn't quite sure which route to take.
All right.
But yeah, I was still doing film anyway, so it's the best of both worlds for me, doing both music production and film. Yeah.
Wow. Talk a bit more about music then, and the stages of making music and writing songs. Then
I'm
interested. Yeah, I want to know a lot. I want to know and how let's say if I was we'll do that question later, but I was saying the whole music world. How does it the whole making music? How does that happen with you? How do people do it? I don't understand how people do it.
Okay, so everybody has a different process, so I can only speak for how it works with me, which again varies. Often I will get, I'm very melody driven, so I will get like a melody in my head, and I have to get that down, and then I tend to just hear the different parts of the music in my head, and I then have to get that down. Normally in Logic, I'm predominantly a Logic Pro user. I use Pro Tools and Ableton as well, but to write, I find for me it's quickest to get stuff down in Logic. It's very good for songwriting to get stuff down quick. Often I get these melodic ideas in the shower, which is quite inconvenient because then
every song starts. You sing in the shower. Everyone sings in the shower music.
Yeah, but even I don't really sing in the shower that well, a bit, but normally I'm quite silent in the shower, but I just get a melody in my head.
Really? Wow.
I suppose there's nothing else to do in the shower. You're washing your hair.
You're thinking.
And then something will pop in, or maybe I'll get like a line of the song and some words.
Really?
And then I have to rush out and quickly get it down voice notes.
Are you one of those people that you can write a song like that? Someone that gave you...
Not usually, but it has happened that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall I give you a word?
Oh, you can try me.
Supercalo, that's the song. But then how does that happen next? So you just start like playing with instruments then? And
No, normally I'm quite electronic. My music is mostly electronic stuff. Again, it depends on what track it is, but I will write everything pretty much like 90% of the time with MIDI, so virtual instruments, and then after that, once I've got all my ideas down, then I'll probably decide, oh, that's should be on guitar. So then either I'll play it badly or get somebody else to play it. But actually, yeah, a lot of the time I do try and figure it out myself, and play it on guitar or whatever, or make sound design, some really weird soundscapes with different instruments. So yeah, it kind of works that way.
so do you have like, I want to know more about your music and your back catalogue. So you have what's your name called again? Your musical name?
So I go by Pure Kate.
Right. Okay. So what? I think about Beatles albums. So what albums do you have? What songs? What's your back catalogue?
Well, ironically, I haven't got loads out on my Spotify or anything, and I've been sitting on a lot of music for a long time. So I have quite a few things on my YouTube, YouTube channel.
I didn't know you had a YouTube channel on Spotify.
Haven't done your
I
research
haven't done
on
my
your
research.
guest.
No, at all.
No,
Not at all.
So again, during I remember the pandemic, I was doing a lot of stuff there for my like Instagram and YouTube as well. So I loved making videos of me performing tracks. So I did a cover of "Is This Love" by Whitesnake with my Bulgarian guitarist friend Eva, who's very talented, and that did really well. I can't remember how many views we're up to now, like a few tens of thousands, but
wow.
yeah, and a lot of Whitesnake fans really liked it, which is a tough crowd to please. Yeah, so have a look, and you can see what I've got.
Do you have a favourite song you've made?
Favorite song I've made?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be something that's unreleased. Yeah.
Do you have like
look out for that.
Do you have like a back catalogue of songs that you haven't like touched in ages?
Yeah, I do.
And, like half done.
I do. I've got the hard drive of tracks. I mean, yeah, we're talking hundreds.
Wow.
So I should probably get on that. It's a work in progress.
So do you like write on a piece of paper the notes, music notes? And
I've got my lyric books, but I've just got loads of different project files of tracks. But what I tend to do when I write is I fully produce it as I go along, which is probably why I take so long, because I do it all. I do it all myself. I don't, because often you'll like write a track and then send it off to a producer or a mix engineer, but I like to do it all myself. So then you got to kind of like engage different modes, like, oh, I'm in mix engineer mode, or which is probably why it takes me so long to get stuff out. But I like to do it myself, and I can, so why wouldn't I?
So what are you working on now then? Are you working on anything now?
Yeah, I'm actually doing some stuff for Sync. So
Sync?
Yeah,
in Sync?
Music for Sync. You should know this in film.
Okay.
Music for Sync. Yeah, so that's literally music for synchronization for picture. So for film.
Oh wow.
The sound library stuff basically. Yeah. So
Wow.
I'm doing that, and of course I'm doing my own tracks as well in the meantime.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Anything coming out soon?
Hopefully. Again, keep a lookout.
Yeah.
It's about time another Pure Kate track came out, though, I think.
What was the last one that came out?
Well, it was a year ago with Memories Fade. That's the one you keep mentioning BBC
Oh,
about.
that one, right. Let's talk about that then. So I was on Instagram and I was following Cullen. He put on his story a post of you and I went, is that Kathryn? And it said BBC. And I went, what the hell?
What,
I didn't know.
Cullen or Caleb did that?
One of them, I don't know. Or I think I just...
I'm not sure. I didn't see that.
No, it wasn't them. It was film production or something.
Yeah, it would have been film.
Yeah, it would have been film production. Sorry, yeah. And I was like, that's Kathryn, isn't it? And I went,
yeah.
Oh my God. And then I was like, I didn't know she did. And it was like back catalogue of stuff. I went, what? But the thing that stuck out for me was you, and it said BBC something.
Yeah, BBC Introducing.
So what is that then?
So BBC Introducing is their radio shows across the country, that are BBC. They introduce new artists and new tracks. So yeah, Memories Fade got on that. I put it forward to be reviewed, and it got approved on it. So yeah,
so it was on the radio.
Yeah, I've been played on a few different stations. So locally, not like massive, but BBC introducing obviously is something everybody wants to get onto.
Really?
So, yeah.
Do a lot of people get rejected?
Yeah, I mean, I've been rejected before with the track prior to that. So yeah.
How many times did you apply for the BBC thing?
Well, I've only done it twice. So I did it once with the first track. The second City Game. And but yeah, Memories Fade. That one.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So do you get like a certificate or anything?
No.
Do you have people contacting you saying, "I listened to your BBC thing, I like it"?
Yeah, I have. I did actually get. I did get some messages on Instagram and a few people that heard it and now follow me.
And
so
do you get good opportunities? Do you get opportunities out of that at all?
Yeah. Well, again, once you're in sort of the system and you get put in front of more of an audience, it's like probably the equivalent of small film festival kind of things and getting into that. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of thing where you. Yeah, it's exposure, isn't it? And that's
Music Film Festival, which is just basically a festival, isn't it?
I'm just saying that's probably the closest equivalent to the film world. Getting shortlisted for something that gives you exposure, really. And that's what BBC Introducing is. So.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Oh my God, that is pretty sick.
It was really nice to have the email come through. And actually from that, I then got played on a different radio station in Wales. Yeah.
What was that called?
And because the woman whose show it is, I can't pronounce that show. It's literally a Welsh show. Oh. It's actually so funny because I was listening to it and it's all in Welsh. So I had no idea what was going on. But then she gets to my track and switches to English because I'm an English artist and she normally plays Welsh ones. But she also is a presenter on BBC. But this is her own show that she does. And I think, I'm pretty sure she found me from BBC Introducing. And she gave me a very lovely intro and everything on that. So yeah, it's about time I got more out, I think. But
that's pretty cool.
It was very, very, very good and encouraging. So
wow. So here's a good question. So if I was putting a band together, how would the process be of kind of doing that, and also all this? Yeah. This setting up this. I don't know if you know.
Can your audience see that?
Yeah, there's a lot of wires on the floor. I don't know if you know Jake, Kirsten, Liv.
Yeah, I know of these students.
Yeah, they're lovely people, and they do Midnight Heist. They put together Midnight Heist. But they have all this equipment, all this stuff, all these wires.
Yeah.
Is there a basic thing to it, or is it just different every time?
I think, what you're describing is like an event.
Yeah.
A live sound event.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, I mean, take Railway Inn as an example.
Yeah,
I'm sure you've been to Railway Inn. We're promoting
our
local venues.
Jack, is it Jack someone?
Jack Bolton down the railway. Yeah.
I've met him, a lovely guy.
Yeah, he's a very lovely guy. Hope you're listening, Jack. But yeah, obviously you have amps that you go into if you're a guitarist or bassist, if you want to do that, or you can go in via DI, so direct input, direct interface even, which is what we're going into here. And then that will be fed through patching to your mixing desk.
Right, and then do you still have to mix the sound whilst?
Yeah, so you just have a desk with loads of faders, and then you can sum stuff down, like make buses. Do you know what?
No, I'm thinking about the audience, thinking the information about the audience, because I don't know anything.
Oh, right, what, in terms of how it gets out to the audience, the sound, or?
But like you're doing like a massive thing and having all these buttons, does it not get a bit confusing? Like sound buttons and stuff.
Well, the thing is, once you know what one channel does, you know what they all do. And I think for me as well, when I was learning, especially in the recording studios we've got at the uni, it's quite daunting at first.
Yes. You've taught me twice.
But once you know what one channel does, you know what they all do. So it's less frightening then, because it's literally the same thing, but you're just sending in different signal, so different instruments or whatever you're recording, and then that will go to, well, in the olden days that would go to your tape machine. You record to tape. You can still, obviously there's places that record to tape now. I've never recorded to tape, but I would love to. Someone take me to their studio. In fact, I have recorded to tape. What am I on
What?
about? I have recorded to tape. Oh, yeah. So
you have recorded
I
tape?
have, yeah.
Like a mixtape?
No, as in tape, like reel-to-reel tape machine.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I have done work for a local analog studio, all analog equipment. My friend Steve,
Whoa.
he is brilliant man, very genius with piano and also really good engineer. So I've gone down there and we've done some stuff together, like recorded. We did a version of the Beach Boys' "Don't Worry Baby." Yes.
Oh
and
yeah, that's the
yeah.
Beach Boys. Yeah.
we recorded to 4-track tape. So that's literally, you've got 4 tracks. So you can record over those tracks. So say you've got track 1 and I've recorded a vocal take. I can record again onto that, but it'll be on top of what I've done. So basically, you can't muck up, essentially. Because if you muck up your next take, then that'll be on the tape and you've ruined your previous one. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was because I'd never done it before. We did that together, and then mixed it as like the old Beatles stuff, where you've got like drums in one on your right side and then vocals all the way over on the left or down the centre. I can't remember what we did now. That was really good. I've never cut tape, is what I meant to say. So to get fades and stuff, you have to cut tape diagonally and stuff like that. So
that sounds very tricky.
The
old days, they had it bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's all so easy now with digital audio workstations like Logic, Pro Tools. So, it's basically tape, but digital. So you can digitally do it and you can press undo. Command Z.
The thing that interests me is that in film, people seem to talk about, what's the next camera lens and what's this and what's that. Is there something that you have a thing with, like, you talk with musicians that you kind of like nerd about? And
absolutely. Yeah. Like music gear, like we've got exactly the equivalent in the audio world. So it if there's some really new piece of gear that's coming out that everyone's hyped about, maybe a new interface or a new control surface, or something like that. But generally though, again, you've got your staples. So you've got your classic mics, like a U87, for example. That's always going to be like, everyone knows what that mic sounds like. It's a classic, and it has been for years on end. Yeah. Just different mics. But then you get newer companies that start doing cool things, such as here. This is a Podcast Pro. This is I'm just selling companies.
Yeah, I like this.
This is
I do
from,
like this.
Sontronics, So I know the guy who used to own the company.
Really?
He came here and did some talks.
They own the company.
Yeah,
they made these.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? He came here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do you think that's how they got these from?
Well, there's a why we have them, because we've got a connection with Sontronics. So
I do love these.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of buying them, but they're 80 quid each.
There's a load of other Sontronics mics as well that we have in the recording studio. One of my favourite mics of all time is the Aria, so Sontronics Aria, which is slightly similar to a U87, but I actually, dare I say, prefer it. So that's a tube, like a valve mic. But yeah, it's a lovely mic, beautiful top end sheen. I'm gonna nerd out.
Wow, please nerd out
on the sonic qualities of that microphone. But it is really good. Yeah.
Wow, I really want to take these when I finish uni. I want to take one of these home.
Buy one. I've bought a Sontronics mic.
They're 80 quid each. I want to continue doing these in my spare time.
I've bought a Sontronics mic. I think it was about 85 actually.
Yeah, each?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for a mic. And then where do I connect?
If you think that's a lot for a mic, you haven't researched.
What's the most expensive mic you've seen? Or the most expensive music equipment that you've seen?
That I've seen? It depends if you mean in the flesh or not.
Oh, you've heard of.
I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. But I know something that I've played on that is very cool.
What is it?
So I have played on the Hammond organ that Let It Be was recorded on. And I've sipped a beer and propped that on it whilst having a jam on it.
Whoa.
Supposedly, Yoko Ono's hair was found in the keys of it.
Is that in a museum?
No, it isn't. It's in a studio.
Oh, so the hair's in it. Still.
Well, it was taken out, but yeah, that was really quite surreal to just be. I don't play an organ, but
How did you
I
get
was
to
just
do
jamming
that
out
then?
again from a guy I know. He was the studio, so
Whoa.
it was quite fun. Yeah.
I think I can't not mention this, but I'm a huge Beatles fan, and I think everyone knows that.
Okay. I
You didn't know that?
I didn't know. Oh, you
I
probably love that
yes,
fact.
I'm obsessed. I did 8 years. When I was 8 years old, I was in the choir at school, and they were signing this contract like a Beatles school thing. And since I was 8 years old, I've loved them. But over COVID, I always loved the Beatles. I know all the Beatles songs. So I was surprised. Kids went, I didn't know what that is. What you know the Beatles? Anyway, then I became so obsessed with them over COVID. I just became like a Beatles drug addict. But yeah, I love the Beatles. I think I've got the book, the Paul McCartney book. I've got the Submarine. I've got all these Beatles stuff. I have all the original vinyls, but I don't know if they're original because I haven't checked them. But I want to pretend that I do have them. But my mum's friend said, "Oh, I can check them if they're original." No, I want to know if they're original. They're vintage and old, but I don't want to know if they're original. So I went crazy and bought all of them. We should have done a Beatles episode, Beatles special. I have a lot of Beatles stuff, but the golden. I went crazy when I saw Paul McCartney at Glastonbury on the TV. I didn't go there live.
I was going to say, if you were there live, I want to hear about that.
My friend Izzy was, and she said it was quite boring, and I agree because he was playing all the new stuff that no one gave a shit about. No one really.
Oh, I don't know, because he did Live and Let Die.
Yeah, he played three classic songs, and it went for 3 hours, and it was pretty boring, and I was very disappointed. But in December, this December, I saw him live, and I was excited, but half excited. So I was thinking he's going to play all the new songs, very boring. And he actually played really classic songs. And I went, oh my God, I love this. I love this. And I bought a t-shirt. I went crazy. I bought this. I bought a mug. I went like crazy. I actually wore the t-shirt yesterday. Fan. Yeah, I am. And halfway through, because I have friends in America, they've seen Ringo Starr twice. They've seen Paul McCartney twice.
Nice.
And before I went to America, 2 weeks before, they went to see Paul McCartney, and I was super jealous. And halfway through Paul McCartney, I was saying, oh, Ringo Starr always plays in the USA. I'm never going to see him. So I thought, I'm going to have to track him down next time I go to America. So that'll be just annoying.
Get him on the podcast.
Yeah, hopefully. And the last song of the last day, he went, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ringo Starr.
Oh.
Woo! And he came on and did the drums and did Pepper's Sgt. Pepper. And I was like, oh my God, this is better because it's like half the Beatles together.
Oh.
And it was the first time in 5 years. So I was like,
well, sadly, you're not going to get the other two. But
yeah, well, I'm like, I saw them
spirit.
together.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty big thing. And Paul McCartney played a bass that he played at the Beatles. He hadn't played in 50 years. It got stolen. So it was a pretty special night. So
yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can I reverse the roles?
What?
What's your view on his solo stuff and also Wings?
I like some Wings stuff. I like Let Me In. Is it Let Me In?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
maybe.
And Let It Die. Again, he does solo stuff. I don't really.
Do you know Paul McCartney's solo song "Coming Up"?
Yes, I love that song.
Coming up.
Yeah, I love that song. That
like
was my second song 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
On Spotify and Wrapped. Yeah.
It was one. It's in my top from a few years back as well. Ironically.
Yeah, and
I love that song.
Yeah, and Dance Tonight. We has like a little ukulele.
I know that one, yeah.
Love that song. Blackbird, I love. Yesterday, I love.
Big fan then, aren't you?
Yeah. So, any other music things you want to talk about at all? The voiceovers. You say you did something about voiceovers and stuff.
Yeah. I've just done voiceovers for a few different films, maritime stuff, corporate stuff.
Films?
Yeah.
What kind of films?
Well, as in like, short
Student
films. Like, no, not student. No. So like the maritime stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So like zombies, like that kind of thing?
No, not like that. As in talking, as in here we are on HMS Victory, and this is what's going on here. That kind of thing, or LCT 7074. That's one of the landing crafts that we did. doing the voiceover as what's going on in the film, and then editing that as well as the visuals. So yeah.
Oh, explaining what's happening in a film for deaf
and a
people.
narration of films like that. And I did the same thing with some other stuff as well. I've done a voiceover for us. It was like played in schools of healthy eating. So I had to do it. It was a lot more of a. So you have to go into different modes for voiceovers depending on what the project is. So obviously for like maritime stuff, it's more, I guess, a bit more smoother, and or it's information you're giving. But then if it's for a school, like for this health eating one, you have to be a lot more upbeat. So did you know that one of your 5 a day, and this kind of thing, you've got to really, it's a performance type thing.
Performance.
Yeah, it is a performance, totally.
What's your opinion on commercials as well? Is that what musicians and sound people think? Oh God, you're doing to commercials. That's a
what do you mean
standard.
Composing?
Well, like doing commercials, is that like frowned upon in the music industry? Is there one thing that you're chained to doing stuff that you don't want to do in the music? Like you say, lots of sound people are chained to doing commercials and stuff. Is there something like that?
It depends what role you're talking about, because if you're writing music for adverts, that's what sync is, music for sync.
Oh right.
So you're writing music that will be put to. So there's going to be, I don't know, say it was a car company, let's say Mercedes, they've got a new car, new advert, and they need to find, they've got the person,
it's quite a high paid
the publisher
job, yeah.
That's going to be, well, people write to these briefs, so you get given the video and then you write to it, or the person that's in charge of that to find the music will scour through to find something right that they think fits, and then they will say, I want to use this as an exclusive. So there's exclusive syncs and there's non-exclusive. So there's 2 different types. A non-exclusive, so that will be sound library stuff generally that anyone can use. So I'm sure in your student films you've used music in a sound library, right?
Yes,
royalty free stuff.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, or even paid stuff you pay a bit for, but that would be a non-exclusive, because it means that somebody else could then come and use the same piece of music.
Yeah.
Right? So then an exclusive, even, that's the opposite. So you are literally writing that for one purpose, or the company or whatever that wants to use it says, I want that, and nobody else can use it for any other project, so they'll pay you to do an exclusive. Yeah.
That's a good lead on. What's the whole thing with copyright and stuff? Like how the whole world of that copyright sound thing, like what Ed Sheeran's going through, and does it really limit what you do when you're writing music, where you want to write something totally new, but then you put it on Spotify, YouTube or something, and you get claimed on it? Is it like a really big restriction to...
So I think what you're talking about is sampling.
Okay. I don't know what it is.
Well, sampling music. So you use literally an audio. So let's take Let It Be or something.
Yeah.
So if I took a clip from that, and put that in one of my songs, I'd be done for copyright infringement. So obviously I'm not going to do
Ed
that.
Sheeran was writing something totally on his own, and it got copyrighted.
Oh right, so that's the claim. So okay, so the way it works, you own copyright on something as soon as you've written it or created it, right? So if I sang into my phone, for instance, a melody, I've got copyright as long as I haven't stolen that from someone else. I've got copyright on that literal audio.
Yeah, but there must
file.
be the same melody. Ed Sheeran was saying there must be the same melody everywhere else. So
you're
someone
right.
in Ukraine or someone could have the same thing.
So this is what happens, and there's loads of different cases of it, through history of this happening. Often it's done without knowledge. The person might write a piece of music that it's got similarities to something else, and they might not even know. Or in the cases with a lot of modern stuff now in the recording industry, people will try and write, these big record companies and write, and they will infringe on other songs or smaller artists. So there was a really big case actually with Dua Lipa a few years ago.
Oh, really?
With Levitating. So she got sued.
Really?
Quite a lot. I think that she managed to get away with it. There was a band, I think they're called Article Sound System. I'm pretty sure. I've dug that one out from the back of my brain, but they had a track that they released only on SoundCloud. This relatively small, quite a small band, right? I don't know where they're from, and their song is so similar to Levitating.
Whoa.
So they, of course, sued Dua Lipa.
Did they win?
I'm not sure. I don't know off the top of my head if they did or not, but I do remember going and listening to the track, and it's so very clear that, I mean, I personally think that one of the writers for that track had heard that and copied it. That's my personal views on it, but yeah, again, don't know really. Of course, if you're a small band and you're trying to take on a massive artist though like that, then
Not gonna win.
you know you have
Sounds
to have a
horrible.
really good lawyer behind you.
Well, Ed Sheeran always says coincidence happen. You know, they just happen. Coincidences
Do
writing.
happen, yeah. So I think any big artist now, they're going to get somebody that will try and, you know, sue them. Say you've stolen my song. I've written something similar. It happens like probably every big artist, every song that comes out, that will happen. But a lot of the time, it's people trying to make money as well. So they'll see that as an opportunity to try and sue these massive songs and say you stole my song, to try and, you know, win. I'm sure it often fails, but I don't really know. Luckily, I've not been in that case.
The thing that annoys me, and I've noticed, I've kind of discovered this, is the thing that annoys me is that when you put something on YouTube, they know instantly when you've copyrighted something, instantly.
Yeah.
But the thing that annoys me is they don't have a system that stops putting harmful material on YouTube. So if
Really?
someone put harmful material on YouTube, you can get away with it.
Really?
What I'm just trying to say is that they don't seem to have
I
an
don't know.
algorithm. I don't know. They don't seem to have an algorithm that stops it, but they have an algorithm to stop copyright, because I think it's all about money. Like they can stop that, but they don't care
That's
about
interesting. Yeah. I mean, I would have thought, especially with AI, that it would flag up. I'm sure it probably would in most cases, or at least get picked up very quickly. You know, the rate of how AI is changing everybody's lives, especially
Do you find your music? Music, changing music.
It's a changing music. Well, it's a very interesting topic, one we could talk about for ages. Yeah.
We'll just talk about a bit about it, the music and the AI and stuff.
It depends what aspect. I mean, it's kind of beneficial for a lot of things. You know, there's stuff like AI mastering tools, for example, like take Logic, for instance. It's got a AI mastering resource, so that will master a track for you. And it's actually quite good. There's mixed opinions on it, but I think for what it is, it's really good. But then equally, that's taking away work from mastering engineers, people that, you know, that is what they do. So it's, yeah, you've got to look at it in two ways, really. I mean, the scary thing is, what will everything be like in, say, even 5 years? I think even that's too short. 2 years, I think the creative industries will be a very different place. It's scary, but equally there'll hopefully always be a time when humans are needed
Yes,
to
hopefully.
make stuff. Fingers crossed anyway. But it's a very interesting and quite scary topic, I think.
So I want to do a few more questions for you, into quick fire questions. What you do here then? What's your job in the MMC basically? What's your daily routine?
So, well, it depends on the day. Here in the MMC, well, I'm not based in the MMC. It's just where often we are, because that's a central place, isn't it? Near the kit, and you've got the studios, and you've got the students who often need our help. Well, my help, as I'm the only one currently. Yeah, it depends on the day. Lecturers will ask me to help with classes, whether that's, you know, actually in the class just supporting, or actually running through kit with people or facilities. So radio suite training for journalism, and doing some stuff with them last semester, and a lot of music production students as well. I was doing that before Christmas. And then coming up, well, again, I don't know when this is going out, but in semester 2 of 2025, we have a TV module coming up, which you're on, I think.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, so I will be there and helping you out and giving you guys training on different stuff
here.
For that. This will be one of the spaces.
I'm so bored of the room.
Oh, well, you'll have TV Studio 1 to go into.
Oh, right. Well, I prefer this one than the other one, to be honest.
You just said you're bored of this room.
Bored of this room, but I prefer this one than the other one.
Oh, you got to make up your mind, man.
Yeah, I like this one. So do you have to like scan equipment, check equipment,
No.
test it?
You know I don't do that.
Well, behind the scenes.
No. So
Oh.
I teach you guys. I give you training on kit and facilities.
All right.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to get a job in the MMC?
Why did I
Yeah.
decide to do it?
Yeah.
I don't work for the MMC. I work
Oh,
for the
the
arts department.
arts department.
Yeah, because I'm, I do stuff West Downs. We did a conference up there. Doing
Really?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
music production last semester. So we filmed and used the ATEM as a live mixer, vision mixer, and audio for them. So it's a very mixed job, really. Yeah. It's just it ties in all the things I like doing.
Was your same job when I first met you? Was your same job exactly the same? So your same job?
Yeah, apart from now I'm doing a lot more because there's currently only one of me. And before I was part-time, but now I'm full-time.
But I remember Connor and Caleb looking through CISO and booking stuff and looking at stuff and sorting stuff.
We book stuff for our training sessions for you guys.
Oh, right.
And sometimes we do training for staff as well on facilities, again, rooms, different TV studios, radio studio, or kit. Yeah.
I'm a bit surprised. Not surprised. I'm a bit concerned with you guys over the summer because everyone's gone. You're in the MMC alone. You must go senile and crazy.
We go mad. Believe it or
It's
not,
so quiet.
we get to take time off too.
I know, but
when you're in the working
Connor
world.
and Caleb and Lauren said they were in together this past summer in the MMC all alone for a long, long time.
Well, I mean, there's times when students aren't about as much, but there are still things to do.
Really?
Yeah.
If everything's packed away and no one's used
there's
it.
some quite fun stuff to do. So last summer wasn't here doing that, but the one before that, we had quite a few cool things going on. So we had Julian Benjamin, photographer, come in, and we took some media students up to the hospital, and we took the Canon 5Ds in like every department in the whole hospital. It was a really intense day. I didn't go to the morgue, the hospital morgue, but some of them did go down into the morgue. My
goodness.
But we went into A&E, we went to intensive care.
Bloody hell.
Doing it because it was 75 years of the NHS, a celebration. It was a tie between the uni and the hospital, and then it was a exhibition up in West Downs that our photos were in, and people from all around Winchester and like the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor came. Yeah, so stuff does happen in the summer. I mean that, yeah.
Was that Hugh Dennis? You mean Chancellor?
No. Before no, it was Vice Chancellor. Yeah.
So
Hugh Dennis did not come to West Downs to see the hospital pictures.
Well, why not?
I mean, he wasn't the Chancellor then.
Who was it?
It was Alan Titchmarsh, but Alan wasn't there. I meant the Vice Chancellor of the uni.
So quick more about music, and then we'll get on to quickfire questions. So you need to meet my mum, actually, because anyone who knows my mum is a crack addict on music.
Okay.
So
I.
Yeah, but you probably
avoiding the drugs. Yeah.
Avoiding the drug bit, but she's obsessed with music, and she's obsessed with 70s, 80s, and she kind of grew up in that era. Mm. And she worked at the BBC very young, and she went to when she finished work, she went to not every single, but she went to so many Top of the Pops.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, and then
she would have seen Del Palma then, probably, if she
maybe,
saw Kate Bush.
But she balls her senile with stuff, and she points, I may be in that one, I may be in this one, maybe in that one. She is obsessed with a band called Lindisfarne.
Lindisfarne? Yeah, I know of Lindisfarne.
She's obsessed with that. And she was obsessed with T-Rex, Mark Bolan.
Children of the Revolution!
Yeah. She was obsessed with that. And she's had so many stories. She did Genesis twice, Rolling Stones, I think 3 times. She saw Elton John with me last year. She saw me, but
so you've seen Elton John?
She saw Elton John last year with me in 2002. But she saw Elton John in the 80s because she was at a pub with 30 people, and the band that they were supposed to perform in this little club were stopped at an airport because they had drugs.
Right.
And someone had Elton John's phone number who lived in the area around the corner, called him up and said, we haven't got a music, would you mind coming down? He went, sure, I'll do it for a crate of beer. So Elton John came to the bar in the club and performed in my mum and a bunch of 30 people.
Wow,
in the
what
80s.
A story.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And my mum's friend likes The Who. She's obsessed with The Who. My mum's friends met Roger Daltrey. Is it Roger Daltrey? his name? The Who guy? Don't know.
No, it's not Roger Daltrey.
I don't know. My mum likes
I swear, isn't that a
Whistle
Bond
Test?
actor?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that might be. Yeah, that might be.
Hang on a
Roger
minute,
Daltrey. Yeah, that
I
might be a.
think,
Google it. The Who.
God, that's gone from my mind.
Is it One Grey Whistle Test?
Oh, the Old Grey Whistle Test.
Old Grey Whistle Test.
Yeah,
Mum loves that.
with Whispering Bob Harris, I think. That's the presenter of it.
Oh right.
And he would I'm going to do some ASMR now. He would very much speak like this, but Old Grey Whistle Test had a lot of quite heavier music of the time.
Oh right.
And then it would be quite ironic because you'd go from something really loud and rah 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 to Bob going, "Thank you for that. I really enjoyed that one. Wasn't that such a lovely song?" But yeah, that's Whispering Bob Harris. I've seen Old Grey Whistle Test. Yeah.
But yeah, my mum. It's warning for everyone who has a mum who's obsessed with music. Don't let them have control of the TV remote on YouTube. It's hours and hours of her googling songs and.
Sounds like you need to just bring your mum on and interview her.
Yeah, that's what I want to. But she's
what
shy.
You're doing.
She doesn't want to. But she's obsessed with music.
Well, she has good taste.
Yeah, she's obsessed. Yeah, maybe she's the MC. I need to make her chat with you, because she's obsessed.
We'd chat about Whispering Bob Harris. That's for sure.
She was manning the phones at Live Aid, and she said that's the biggest regret of her life. I said, "What? You're part of Live Aid?" And she said, "Yeah, I saw it in the corner of the TV." She said, "I wasn't there at Live Aid."
Okay,
but she was
I
said, "You're a part of it."
Then. I thought, wow, that's amazing.
But she's obsessed with music like a crack addict. So
I was.
You'll probably regret after. She
again sounds like she has a very, very good taste in music and a lot of really cool experiences she's had. So yeah.
Do you have? So the last question before I get into quick fire questions: is there any bands that you've seen and you enjoy at the moment that you've seen that the audience might know? That
honestly, I've shockingly not seen a great deal of like notable people live.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I need to go and see people. A lot of it comes down to the fact that I've never been camping, right?
Oh, you've only been glamping.
I've never been camping, and I don't particularly want to go camping either, which means that kind of rules out festivals quite a bit. But I think I will have to bite the bullet because I will have to go to some festivals at some point.
But what about like
Glastonbury one day?
But what like bands and stuff, like, you know?
I've seen local stuff. I'm more into that kind of local music scene, I guess, as opposed to. To be honest, most of the people I care about seeing live are dead.
Oh, right, okay.
As brutal as it is, yeah. Although I have seen, I'm a massive Jamiroquai fan, if you know Jamiroquai. No, but your mum will probably know Jamiroquai,
right, okay.
I'm sure. Massive band in like the 90s, 2000s, and even now. So they're like funk, pop, dance fusion kind of thing, and JK is the name of the singer, and he's a very eccentric man. So yeah, have a look into Jamiroquai, Matt. Okay, but they are touring. They're going on tour, so they are a band I really want to see. Yeah, but
not any like really famous bands like
no
Taylor Swift or
I don't like Taylor Swift.
Right, that's the end of the show.
Controversial.
Oh dear, Taylor Swift's a genius.
So I obviously I absolutely think she's a great businesswoman, but personally I'm just not really I think she's got some good songs.
Yeah, she's I think she's very talented.
But I just personally think a lot of it sounds the same. You want some controversy on here? I'm giving you controversy.
Well, people might say Michael Jackson might sound the same,
but he doesn't know, does he? She's, obviously, like I can't say anything. She's a billionaire and I'm not, so. But yeah, not that keen on her music. Personally.
I like Dua Lipa.
Yeah, so do I. I'd like to see her live.
I like Coldplay. I'm seeing Coldplay. So this is the trilogy: Paul McCartney in December, Coldplay in the summer, and Oasis in September.
Are you going? You've got tickets?
Yep. How
long did you wait in the queue for?
Mum got them.
Oh, is she somebody
No.
She knows a guy. She knows a guy.
She just found. She just. I don't know how she does it. She's a genius, but
yeah.
I've seen Elton John and I've seen Lionel Richie and Stevie Wonder.
Oh my God! Where did you see Lionel Richie?
Is it Hyde Park?
At Hyde Park.
Yeah. 2022.
So he played in Romsey.
Did he?
All roads lead back to Romsey, along with Nile Rodgers with
Ah.
Chic.
But you know, no one else famous that you've seen that people might know?
No.
Young people like I like Gracie Abrams at the moment. I think she's pretty cool.
I couldn't list a single song by her. Again,
two
I've
songs I
told you,
like.
I'm just very, very like, I'm specific, I guess, with what I like.
I like the Railway Inn. That's a
Yeah,
great place.
yeah. I've played at the Railway Inn.
Oh, have
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna play there again?
My first gig there, actually, ever as a solo artist, was there with my, at the time, I think it was 7-piece band.
So how is it performing in front of people then? How do you find
Oh,
that?
I love it. It's
I thought you said you hated it
fantastic.
when you were younger.
No, so that's the irony. So I
Oh,
used to, kind of hide away of the singing part, but I did piano recitals and sax, like playing in big bands and stuff. But no, I love it, and I have. If it's a big crowd, or I don't have any stage fright. Weirdly,
Oh.
I feel quite comfortable. If it was a smaller crowd, like really small, intimate thing, I probably feel a bit more nervous, but not by much. I'm quite happy singing. I
Alright.
love it. I
Oh.
love it.
So are you doing any performances?
I will do once I blooming get some more music out.
Oh,
and then
I want to
I'll,
see. I want to
start
see.
Hopefully
Heist.
get some, and Railway Inn and stuff like that, and see where it leads.
Oh, cool. Okay, so this is the last question before we get to quickfire questions. In general, do you think there's a serious issue that you think needs to be solved in the world, or anything that you think you're passionate about needs to be addressed?
Serious issue.
Yeah, serious issue.
Well, world peace.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's very general, but yeah, of course, But is that ever going to happen? There's always going to be war, isn't there? As sad as it is. But we can all hope for world peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sounding very Live Aid now. And,
Yeah, Live
but,
Aid's.
yeah, well, yeah.
I feel bad. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I feel very passionately about homelessness as well. That's something that ironically, I have written a song about it when I was in Monaco.
Oh, right, okay.
It's a very tangent, I promise there's more to this. No, south of France and then Monaco as well, when I went on holiday a few years ago there. It's a very strange, have you ever been? It's in south of France, like
No.
Cannes? And
No.
no, so I'm going along the promenade, I can't quite remember the name of the promenade in Cannes. You have all the rich people with their souped up cars and everything.
Right.
And I remember one pulled up, and the guy that owned the car came out and started doing a photo shoot in front of his own car. And then on the path right next to the car was a homeless man with no leg, right? Like begging for money. And it was just this juxtaposition of, and it was sickening to see, like the vanity of the guy with the car contrasting with, you've got the polar opposite. And it's such a strange place for that kind of thing, because there's quite a lot of homelessness there, which really shocked me. You've got all these luxury shops around, and people with their, amazing cars, and they just do not pay any attention to the homeless guy on the floor. But that really, so I got an inspiration for a song about it, and then I wrote
What's
a
the song called?
It's called Monaco.
Monaco. Okay, Monaco.
Yeah, it's again unreleased, but maybe
Unreleased.
I should do something with it. Yeah, it's quite a powerful one.
Oh.
But yeah, that was
Cool.
that. That's, you asked what I was passionate about, but yeah, it's a problem.
I don't know if you met Matt Warlow. You met Matt
Of
Warlow?
course I did.
Yeah,
I've trained Matt.
Sorry.
All I was-
Matt Warlow said a good point where they said that that benches are weaponized for homeless people not to sleep on.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of it. I think it's awful. Yeah,
It's terrible.
It's awful.
They design them for people not to.
Yeah,
It's horrible, it's
It's a
horrible.
horrible thing.
I feel bad that we've talked a lot about music and we haven't talked a lot about film, because I forget that
Oh,
you're
we talked
a
quite
film.
a bit about film.
Film. Well, we
We've
talked a
done
bit
it
about,
quite
but
a
mostly
lot,
through music.
yeah.
But we can move on to quick fire questions.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Favorite film of all time?
Oh, I don't think I've got one, but I have some that I love.
Okay, go on then.
Okay. Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
Right, good. That's a good one.
a classic film. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Wow.
Not
okay.
just the best Christmas film, but also I think one of the best films. Yeah.
Okay. Home Alone, I'd say, is the the best one
Oh,
of all time.
no. Again, controversial opinion.
Chevy
Not
Chase
that
isn't
fast.
Chevy Chase isn't the best human being in the world.
But he is very funny.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Favorite TV show?
Oh my gosh. Again, well, at the moment, I'm watching a lot of Frasier.
Oh, right,
So,
yeah.
it sounds like I was just born much earlier than I actually was. Listening to Michael Jackson, watching Frasier.
Well, my dad used to watch a lot
yeah.
of Frasier in the mornings at Channel 4. That used to when they'd be
Yeah.
on, and it was
It's
burned
great.
in my mind.
I do like to watch Frasier.
I can't ever watch it again because I've watched too much of Frasier.
It's good. It's
the
good.
dog.
It's when you need your fix of American,
Friends is good.
American
I love Friends.
soaps.
Friends is the best soap. I
Another
think.
controversial thing.
Oh dear.
I've never seen Friends.
Okay, well, it could have been worse. It could have been you've hated Friends.
In fact, that's a lie. I've seen like 2 episodes
Okay.
many years ago, but not that fussed to watch anymore. Yeah.
Favorite filmmaker?
Oh, that's such a tough one. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to say John Hughes for that, even though I know he's a writer, but he is a filmmaker as well. But
Agreed.
yeah,
Home Alone.
John Hughes is fantastic. Yeah.
This is a tricky one for you. Favorite song you'd listen to forever?
There is no song that I would want to listen to forever. That's a boring answer, but
Favorite song, basically.
haven't got one. Again, depends. But I can again tell you what I like listening to at the moment.
Okay, what are you listening to at the moment then?
Oh god, now you got me stumped. There's a guy called McGee. I don't know if you've heard of him. Probably not.
No.
But he's got a track called Rockman, which I've been listening
Rockman.
to on repeat. It's a very good song.
Soft Yacht Rock Man.
It's not yacht
Rocket
rock.
Man. Sounds copyright. Rocket Man.
Yeah, it does a bit. I've got quite into my like 90s and early 2000s
Yeah.
dance music at the moment. Stuff like
In Sync.
not quite that kind of boy band thing, but
Britney Spears.
no, more like, do you know the track "Call on Me" by? Well, it's not originally by Eric Prydz, I think his name is, but
No.
he sampled a track. He goes, "Call on me, call on me, call on." You must know it.
I think you already said this. If you time travelled, where would you go?
Well, yeah, off the top of my head, in 1988, the Bad Tour, Michael Jackson at Wembley.
Favorite word?
Favorite word?
Yeah.
I haven't got a favorite word. Who has a favorite word? Do
Yeah,
people have favorite words?
Moist or there's a
Isn't
word.
that like the least favorite word for
There's-
most people?
There's a word I did in an English test, and the last word was spelling test. It was called pusillanimous. Something like that.
Yeah, that I dread to think what that is.
Is it like amp? Amp's a nice word. Amp.
Amp.
No?
I mean, yeah, there are nice words. I guess I just can't think of any. I think saxophone. We'll go with that.
Guilty pleasure.
I don't know. I don't think I do anything that's
Really?
or eat anything that's.
Or watch a
guilty
show
pleasure.
that's embarrassing.
No, I mean I watch a lot of Frasier. Maybe that's a guilty pleasure. To be honest, I'm
It's true.
watching a bit too much. I mean, I should be doing other things such as finishing my music.
Have you watched the reboot of Frasier?
I have watched some of it, and it's just not the same. I mean, Niles isn't in it. Niles Crane.
Yeah, the brother. What happened to him?
He's not. He didn't want to be in it.
So what do they say in the
it.
story?
I don't know, because I honestly I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes and binned it off because it just wasn't the same. The humour wasn't the same.
Is anyone else do a cameo? Because I know the dad has passed away, the actor.
Yeah, but there is
The other two
the professor.
actresses.
The professor is Rodney from Only Fools and Horses.
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh God, what's his name? The actor. Oh.
What about any of the original cast, like the 2 actresses? Who the?
Yeah. I know who you mean.
Is it Is it Frankie?
No,
Frankie?
there's what's her name?
Are they in the reboot? Is that what I'm
She's
asking?
not in the reboot. No.
Both of them.
I don't know who you mean. There's
There's 2 other ladies. Frasier's
there's-
producer friend.
Oh yeah, Roz.
Roz, yeah.
There's Roz, and then there's Oh.
The one that married the other
What's
brother.
her name? Yeah, what's her name? Why has it gone from my? I watch it like every day. At the
But
moment.
are they in the reboot?
Like I said, I only watched a couple episodes of it. I know that the Niles is wife, what ends up as Nars, is what is her name? What is her name? That's really bothering me.
Put it in the comic section.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
Yeah. Oh God, Frasier. Yeah.
Most people wouldn't have seen it. Who are listening to
he's a
this.
character from Cheers. You know that he's a character from the sitcom Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's in the
There
same
you
universe.
go. You know you're.
Yes,
you're
I know my
old
Frasier.
facts as well. Yeah.
Last quick fire question: if you had the choice, who would you like to see on the show next?
If I had a choice.
Yeah.
Gonna be anyone.
Yep.
Donald Trump.
No. Well, someone that you maybe
I'd like to see how he would react to your questioning.
That is true, actually. Would you want to see anyone that we know or you work with, networking wise, that you'd like to see on the show? Like Alex Jeffrey said, Jack Bolton from the Railway Inn.
Yeah. You've how many lecturers have you had on?
Just Paul.
Paul Carter.
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting to get some more
Tutors.
lecturers on. Yeah. And
I want to get Jimmer on.
I know you want to get Jimmer on, and I
Yes.
don't think he's that keen to come on.
Like I said, we could do it just face to face with the mics, and
Well, good luck with that one.
really,
We'll see. Maybe you'll manage.
maybe we should do it in secret.
Try
Maybe we should bug the loans counter.
try not to leave your stuff overdue then when you return it, and maybe he'll
I didn't do
consider
that. I've
coming
never
on.
done that.
Oh.
I don't know what Kathryn's talking about.
the more people know.
Is there any friend mentions or shout outs you'd like to thank to the camera? If you like to thank people.
Hello. I would like to thank my mum and dad for everything. I love you so much, and and I love my sister too, obviously. But yeah, I love my family. There we go. That's my shout out.
Cool, awesome.
To the family.
To the family. And of course, you have socials and Instagram.
I do.
What are your Spotify, YouTube, and Instagram accounts called?
If you Google Pure Kate, you'll find me. But pretty much everything is at Pure Kate Official, or my YouTube. Yeah, my YouTube handle is also that. But again, just Pure Kate.
This may come out in a year's time because you're episode 53 and I've only edited 19 at the moment.
You better get editing.
Yes,
Then, You've got to crack the whip.
Have you got any stuff that you're going to release next year that maybe when this episode comes out is about to come out? Do you have a plan? Any stuff?
Maybe, but
Maybe.
I'm gonna keep that hush hush.
But this episode will come out in a year's time, so
I
it
know.
won't be a secret.
Well, then the people will be blessed with
Okay,
new music.
with waiting.
Well, if I've released some new stuff, then please go and listen to it when this comes out.
That is the end of the show.
Wow.
Thank you so much for having your spare time to come down late in the day and coming to chat with me. It's been brilliant.
You're welcome. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
It's been
good.
brilliant. I think you're fantastic at what you do, and you're very multi-talented. And I think you're gonna.
Thank you.
Yeah, go far. Yeah, you're very good. You trained me twice in the TV studio because I couldn't understand it.
Have I?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Yep.
Oh, you might.
Yeah,
You'll probably cut that out.
Yeah, maybe cut that out.
Leave
but
it in.
no, good luck with all your music and stuff.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
If you see Taylor Swift or anyone famous, or
Won't be Taylor Swift.
or anyone
you know my view.
famous,
Yeah.
give me my number. I want to meet famous musicians, and so does my mum. So
Yeah.
let me know. Well,
Yeah.
but good luck with all your music and stuff. And
Thank you very much.
thank you for coming on the show. It's been
Woo.
brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Yes, you should have. Yes, you should have. What do you think of my setup? Quickly, do you think my setup is correct and the sound and camera
Oh,
wise?
are you asking technician Kathryn?
Yeah,
now?
I'm asking
Because I've
technician
tried to
Kathryn.
refrain from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like your setup.
Have I set up the Mixp correctly?
Oh, I mean, your levels are looking quite nice and healthy at the moment, so
Thank you.
I guess we'll hear it when it comes out. Matt.
Oh dear. Maybe have to AI it and get a voice and make it yours. But thank you, Kathryn, for coming on. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I say at the end of every show, I want Harrison Ford to be on my show.
Mm.
Yes, I want Harrison Ford to be on my show. So if you meet Harrison Ford on a set,
Well, by the time this comes out, maybe he'll be my best friend. Who
oh
knows?
yeah, hopefully.
Who knows? Yeah.
If you're doing the new Star Wars theme and Indiana Jones theme, well, he's retired from both of them, but but Harrison Ford, please come on my show, please. So thank you very much to Kathryn for being on the show. Go and follow Pure Kate on everything.
Ooh,
And please follow CT Plus for more stuff when it comes out. I tend to do this. Yes, I tend
There
to.
we go. Insert here.
Yeah, insert here. I don't know why I keep doing this. I use my arms a lot. But thank you very much for Kate. And yeah, that's Chat and That. Thank you. Woo! Yeah.